Hi YouTube, it's Adam from RC Action Australia. How's everybody out there today? So it's been a few weeks since we've done a video and I've gone ahead and done a few things off camera. I've taken a few pictures and whatnot along the way to show you, but if you haven't already checked out my first video for the Dash 1 Emperor build, check the link above. Basically that video there, we just looked at the chassis, the parts and what I needed to sort of build the Dash Emperor 1. So we got our, as you can see, it's behind me here on the shelf. I'll pull it off in a second and show you guys what it looks like. Basically what we've got here is our completed car. It's come up quite nice there. I'll show you in more depth some of the things that I did do, some of the things that I didn't do that weren't box art or aren't sort of as per, sort of even just cutting out the body. I've done a few little different things there. So yeah guys, so as I said, I did this one off camera. I know a lot of you are in lockdown with the whole coronavirus situation, but for those who don't know, I am a healthcare worker, so I am still at work. I'm flat out, and just the whole documenting with a video and whatnot just hasn't been a luxury I've been able to do at the moment. So I've been doing this one off camera. So I'll bring the camera in, we'll show you a little bit more about this. I'll put some pictures up as well to show you. But if you also didn't notice guys, we've also got a hot shot. So that'll be coming. I do have a Nova Fox and I've got some other kits down here that you probably can't see. So let's have a little look at this car guys and I'll show you what I've done. Okay guys, if we take a look at the car here, you can see that obviously the body there, we've put some gold wheels and whatnot. So just wanted to show you guys, this car actually started off as a stock standard Thundershot. Now I do have another one here to show you. So when I say stock standard Thundershot is, you can already see some differences that I've changed. So I've changed the suspension. I've also changed the shock mounts on the dash, and the Thundershot has the single shock and different suspension mounts on the front. Now that's another nice new car that'll be a project in the future. Original body, I've also got decals. So we'll just pop that one aside and we'll go back to the dash. So first of all guys, it's a Team Blue Groove body and MCI Racing decals. It ended up looking quite nice. The body itself, I didn't have any issues other than some of the cutout lines around the shocks and whatnot, because remember guys, this body was not only made for the Thundershot chassis, it was also made for the Grasshopper chassis. So there's a few different cutout lines around the shocks and whatnot that you need to pay attention to, but all in all came out quite nice. These are just Grasshopper headlights here. The original Dash ones a little bit more elongated and a slightly different shape, and I've also, instead of putting a normal driver in, I've popped in a comic style driver that's in, I think it's out of a Willy or one of those comical Grasshoppers. So obviously this was a comical aftermarket shell that Tamiya did, so hence why I thought it would look quite nice with that comical driver in there. So if you haven't also noticed guys, for those who know the Dash 1 Emperor, is a lot of people say that the body sits too high on the chassis. So what I've done is the actual cutout marks, you probably can't see that on camera there, but actually go up higher on the body. Now to give it a more lower stance and not have as much of that chassis exposed there, I have seen some people, you can probably see it on that angle, there's actually a cut line that you meant to cut across there and down here. A lot of people then complain that the body looks like it sits too high up on the chassis, so that's why I didn't cut it as high. So first of all, first impressions, it looks quite good. The only one difference to box art that I didn't do was this top intake section here is meant to be the white as well. I don't know if this is going to come across on the camera, but the white, I actually did put some of that metallic pearlescent paint down first, just to give a little bit more of a comical look. Not too much though, I only put a little bit down. So let's have a look on what I've done with the chassis. So the chassis itself, guys, I've got a few of these, so this one's just going to be set up as a display. As you can see, it is in pristine, brand new condition, so that's why I'm just going to leave this one on the shelf. You know, it's all fully, beautifully rebuilt. And so let's talk about the upgrades that I did. So that twin shock upgrade, so straight away you can see there the single shock, I've converted that to the twin shock, and I've also put the Terra Scorcher suspension mounts on. Obviously I had to do that to make it wider for the front of the body to sit in. I've also had to have a Terra Scorcher body mount, which is there. And I didn't have to change this, but I just think that they look better, and the stance of the car looked a lot better. I've actually put the Terra Scorcher rear suspension support on, plus obviously so the shocks are spaced differently, as you can see. That's how it normally is, and that's how it ends up. So it does look a bit more aggressive, and it does actually make the car sit a little bit lower with that shock modifications. The other thing I did, guys, I've got a few sets of these gold Thundershot wheels. Now I think they were some sort of an upgrade at some stage, and I thought, being a bit of a comical car, it did look a little bit plain just with the black wheels on there, so that's why I did that. So as you can see, there's that comical driver in the body there. Just got to secure him in a little bit better. And I did sort of cut out this little bit of the back section here just so it sits lower again on the chassis. So unfortunately I don't think that's coming across on the camera, guys, but there is a little bit of metallic. Now what would I change? Obviously you've got to secure the wing, and then put the decals over. So I built the body first and thought, yes, this looks great. But then I realised that once it was on the actual car itself, I kind of thought that I know this is how it's meant to sit, but I kind of had thoughts that possibly the wing could have been moved slightly back a little bit more and been raised a little bit more. But otherwise, guys, it turned out nice. I think the gold wheels are a good addition to it, and I'm very happy with it. So that's the Dash 1 Emperor build. So hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed looking at the Dash 1 Emperor build and a few of the modifications that I have done to the car, both with the chassis, with the suspension, upgrades and modifications, the gold Thundershot style upgraded rims that are actually quite hard to come by. And obviously being that comical theme and putting that newer comical driver in there, and obviously some of the body where I didn't cut off the extra sections of the body just to make it hide a little bit more and give it more of a lower sort of stance on the chassis. So I hope everybody out there is safe, keeping well, and has plenty of projects themselves going on. So I've got a few days off now, guys, so I'm going to post up a few videos. So hopefully you enjoy. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed and is still subscribing. Big thumbs up, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, check out my other videos. Click subscribe and enjoy. As I'll enjoy showing you my hobby, plus sort of my take on some of these classic cars where I do sort of change a few things but keep them fairly original. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.